Hi, I'm Trish. I got some good news this morning. I don't know if I made a video about this, but when I had my gynecological surgery, close on 7 weeks ago now, whilst I was in the waiting room actually waiting to go in to have the surgery, the first time actually, so that would have been about 11 weeks ago, I had a call from the hospital asking me if I could come in the following week to have my lap band removed. They shortlisted me or had me on a short notice list. And I said, no, unfortunately, I can't do that because I'm having surgery today and it's just too close. So they said to me, well, give us a call in 6 weeks because they like to have 6 weeks in between any surgeries, and we'll put you back on the short notice list. So then later in the day, of course, my surgery got cancelled, and I rang the hospital when I got home and I said, by any chance, is that spot still available? And they said no. So I waited, actually it was 6 weeks last Friday, and I had it written down, call the Alfred, call the Alfred, call the Alfred, and get put back on the list. And I didn't do it till today because I don't like making phone calls. So I called him today, and she said, oh, I'm really glad that she remembered me, and she said, I'm really glad you've called. You've saved me some phone calls because I've got a space that's opened up on the 9th of July. That's only in 11 days. So she's put me in for that date. I'm so happy. What I'm not happy about is I have to do Optifast. She didn't ask my weight, and I think the last time I spoke to her, I was probably, I don't know, 102, 103 kilos maybe, and I'm 104 now. So she didn't ask, but she said, Optifast has got to be done. And I understand that it's not because I'm so grossly overweight now, because I'm not. I have gained weight, but it's just that because of the nature of the surgery, they still need my liver to be as small as possible. So I will do Optifast starting tomorrow for 10 days. Yay! I love Optifast. I had sworn to myself that I was never going to do Optifast again as long as I lived, but hopefully this will be the last 10 days that I ever have to do it. Probably won't be, because when I get sleeved I'll probably have to do it again. I just hate doing it. But anyway, here's a hot tip for you. Now, I don't know if other hospitals do it, or even because I'm in the public system. I don't know if other, what would you call it, clinics or practices do the same thing privately. But because I go through the Alfred, and no one told me this until a couple of years ago, I can get Optifast products at a discount through a company that works through the hospital. You ring them up and you say, I'm a patient at the Alfred Hospital, and they can look it up on their system to confirm that. And I'm just letting you know that in case you're going through some other hospital, so that, everyone doesn't just ring up and say, hi, I'm a patient at the Alfred Hospital, and you're not, because they'll know. And I get Optifast discounted. I can get one free delivery per month. And delivery is pretty good from memory, because I have done this a couple of times. It normally gets here the next day or the day after, so it's really good. Now, because I have to start tomorrow, and, I had to work out how much Optifast I needed, so, 10 days worth, 3 products a day, because I don't just do all shakes, I do a combination of shakes, bars and desserts, and if I'm doing it for a really long time, I throw some soups in as well. And Optifast, and I'm sure they do this on purpose, they never work it out so that you can do a neat, there's no boxes of anything that do a neat 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks of Optifast. It's always well, I'll get that box, plus I need to get another one. Because if you work it out, if you're doing 3 Optifast products a day, it's 21 products or 21 meals per week. And the shakes come in boxes of 12 or 18. So if you're getting the boxes of 12, you'll have too many, or you'll have 3 left over at the end. If you get a box of 18, you're short by 3. If you get the bars, they come in boxes of 6, so then, you're looking at it again, 6, 12, 18, nothing there works. Or you go for the boxes of desserts, which are 8 per box, So again, that's, like 8, 16, 8, 16, 24. None of the numbers work out neatly to a week of Optifast. And that seems to be the increments that people do it in. I'm only doing 10 days because I only found out today that I'm having my lap band removed on the 9th of July. So I think they do it that way on purpose so that people go, okay, well, I've got to do a week of Optifast, so I need 21 shakes. Oh, there's only 18 in the box. I'll have to buy 2 boxes. And that's bullshit. And even if you do like a mixture of them, none of the numbers work out because, trust me, I've done Optifast enough times to know that there's no way to make this work. So what I've ordered a box of shakes, 18 shakes, and one box of 6 bars. So, and I'll just use whatever it works out to be, but to get me in case my Optifast doesn't come until Monday, and I've got to get through the weekend, I'm just going to go to my cheap chemist today and buy a box of 8 desserts. And that's not enough to get me through till Monday. But what I'll do is I'll have 2 meals tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and leave some in case the products don't come until the afternoon on Monday. So I'll do 2 Optifast meals each day, plus, all the veggies that I'm supposed to have throughout the day. And then at night time, instead of just having the veggies and then I would normally have a dessert after dinner, I'll have veggies with some kind of protein. So either some steamed fish or steamed chicken or some eggs, and I know it's fine to do that. That's not going to spoil anything as long as I'm not adding, any non-allowed sauces or sugars or carbs, basically. So that'll be fine, and that'll get me through. And just as a comparison, this is for anyone who is a patient at the Alfred, you just let them know. Or actually, I think I had to be put on a list. Because I think I saw a dietitian at the Alfred, and I think she put me on that list. Like she notified them that I was a patient there. So if you are a patient at the Alfred, that's the Alfred Hospital in Melbourne, either ask to see a dietitian and ask to be put on that list, or just the next time when you go for your clinic appointment, talk to the surgeon that you see and ask them about it. Just say, like in case you need to do Optifast again, or if you haven't had your lap band surgery yet, or your sleeve, or your bypass, or whatever, or you're converting, whatever, if you need Optifast, let them know, because the price difference is quite phenomenal. I've looked up prices online at my cheap chemist that I go to, and Optifast there I can only tell you the price, the sizes that I buy from this mob that do it cheap. Okay, a box of 18 chocolate shakes, Optifast chocolate shakes, is $60, right? And apparently that's $3 off. Now, as a comparison, I also and that's Pharmacy for Less. I also looked up Chemist Warehouse because apparently that's a good cheap place to buy things. Their chocolate shakes, box of 18, are $48. Apparently that's a saving of $31.96. That sounds a bit bullshitty to me. I think they're just really ramping up the price to make people think they're really getting a bargain. I think Amcal Chemists as well do a discount, but I didn't look them up because they gave me the shits once, so I'm not even going to tell you what their prices are. So you're looking at either the two places that I've looked up, $60 a box or $48 a box. I today paid, what would it be? Because they didn't factor in, I'll just add in the GST. $38.72 a box. So even going by the cheapest price, it's around about $10 cheaper per box, and that's with free delivery as long as you spend at least $50. And when you buy an Optifast, you will spend at least $50. And the bars at my Pharmacy for Less, my cheap pharmacy that I go to, that I love, they're absolutely wonderful there. There's no bars on that one. Yes, there is. Well, they're cappuccino bars, which is the same price as the chocolate bars. For a box of 6 is $22. And over at Chemist Warehouse, their Berry Crunch bars, which again, same as the chocolate ones, for a box of 6 is $20. So they're a little bit cheap, so we'll go with the cheapest price, $20. I pay $8.80, so that's a saving of $1.20. And you know, it all adds up. Particularly, like I'm only doing it for 10 days this time, but if you're doing Optifast, some people do it most of the time for 2 weeks. Some people are doing it for 3 weeks or 4 weeks or 6 weeks or 8 weeks. Those sort of numbers really add up. Not so much on the bars because you can normally get them quite cheap, but when you're looking at a saving from even like the best discount you can find in chemists of $10 a box on the shakes, and I know a lot of people only do the shakes, that's quite significant. And as I said, free delivery once a month on orders over $50. So all you need to do is buy, you know, 1 box of shakes and 1 box of bars, and you're over $50. So I think that's really, really quite good. And that's all. I'm getting my band out in 11 days. I'm so excited. And I'm thinking, because this has all happened really very, very fast, something to do with my BMI, my BMI being relatively quite low, even though I'm a category 3 patient, and I have noticed this as well, once you're in the system, things tend to move a lot faster. This has all happened very fast, so I'm hoping that I will be able to get my lap band out, and then they will more than likely make an appointment for me. I think it's about 6 weeks later in the clinic, and I'll go to the clinic appointment, and you know, everything will be fine, and then they will put me on a list to be sleeved. I imagine that'll be another category 3, but considering this has been quite fast, I imagine I won't be waiting overly long to get sleeved. And when I say waiting, not waiting overly long, probably between 3 and 6 months. I think, I hope, I don't know. Now, I know that I will very likely gain weight once my lap band is out, because it is providing some restriction, and by restriction most of the time I mean pain when I eat, so I don't eat as much as I could. But doing Optifast for 10 days, I'm estimating I'll get off about 4 kilos. So hopefully between getting my lap band out and getting sleeved, I don't regain any more than those 4 kilos, and I would be happy with that. And that's all. That's all. I'm pretty happy. I'll update you either closer to the surgery if anything happens, which I doubt it will, or afterwards.